In this practice video, I'm going to show you about connecting components. So we're going to start off by opening our project. And in this example, we're going to start with plumbing. So we need to make sure that we're in the plumbing floor plan, such as this one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to choose some mechanical equipment. So in the Systems tab, we're going to go and choose mechanical equipment. And then in the type selector, we're going to choose a hot water heater. But as we scroll through, you can see that there's no hot water heaters there. So we need to load one in. So from here, you can see that we're in the Modify Place Mechanical Equipment. This is the contextual tab. So we're going to click on Load Family from here. Now this is different from going to Insert and Load Family, because this is saying that we're only going to load in a family that's particular to the mechanical equipment. So we click on Load Family. And then what we need to do is we need to navigate. We're in Australia already, so we need to navigate down to the plumbing. Then we want MEP. Then we want equipment, water heaters, and we want this one, water heater. And then we're going to click on Open. Okay, and there's our heater. Then we're going to place this in the top left hand corner of this room, Mechilek 106. Noting that the level that we're on, level 1, as you can see from the one here, and the elevation, which means that we're placing it on the floor. When we place it, you can see all the different connections applicable to that particular unit and the orientation that they're located in. Also, because we've still got our show disconnect switched on, it's showing them up at the moment, so I'm just going to switch those off. Now if we open up the 3D plumbing, you can see that this is our model here, and this is the unit that we've just placed, and as you can see, it's placed on the floor correctly. And these are the other items that we're going to connect to in a minute. Now when we go back to here, what we want to do is we want to rotate this round so as our connectors are rotated slightly differently. So I'm just going to use the rotate command, and then we can either use various options, but I'm just going to rotate by entering a figure. So what I've got is I've got the electrical connection and the water out on the left closest to the wall, and then our water in and out from the top is in a vertical line as we see it on the page here. Okay, now we're going to start to connect some equipment. So whilst we're still in this plumbing view, what we're going to do is we're going to start on this the women's toilet area here. So we're going to connect to this wash and basin, sink or lavatory as is otherwise known, closest to the window. And we're going to connect the hot water. Now in the options bar, we want to make sure that we're at 15 mil. The offset is already at 865, and are looking at the properties, we're looking at the standard. And then we're going to draw a pipe just horizontally to roughly in the middle of the wall here. Also note, before I final click on it, that this add vertical is already applicable here. As soon as we complete that item there, the sink has turned red. That's because we've connected it to the hot water system. That was the connector that we chose when we first started the pipe work, so that's why it's turned red. Now in the options bar, we're going to change our figure to 2750 and then click apply. What this done is sent the pipe right the way up to that particular height. If you remember, it was at 865, now it's at 2750. Also, the detail level is at medium at the moment. So if we just draw our pipe down the wall to here at the moment, you can see that we're seeing the 2D symbols because we're in medium. If we go to coarse, it also stays as the 2D symbol. But if we change it to fine, then we're actually looking at the actual pipe work. And then what we're going to do is we're going to continue on this pipe run, and we're going to take it through into the corridor and along to this way. So hover over the end, draw pipe, and we're going to continue on. So we'll take it out to there, and then we're just going to take it to here for now. Now if we look at this in 3D, I'll change this to fine. You can see that our pipe has left the sink. We went horizontally across before we told it to change height up to the 2750. If we click on this, you can see it tells us the height at this end of the pipe, 2750, and also at this end of the pipe, 2750. If these two numbers don't match, it means that the pipe is not horizontal and a slope has been put in there. You'll also get a slope indication in the middle here. Now if we go back to here, what we're going to do is we're going to finish off this pipe and connect it into the hot water heater. So we'll just make sure it's past the hot water heater, such as this. And then we're going to connect into using this method. And then we're going to use number 2, connected to domestic hot water. Click OK. And then we're going to select the pipe in the hallway. Again, have a look and check and see how it is in 3D to make sure that it's looking how you expect it to look. Okay, and then back to here. Now if we go back to this 3D view, if we just look and see here we've got the men's WC here and these basins, but we're going to do this in 3D. So we're going to click on this wash hand basin. Then we're going to use the connect into. Obviously we want the hot water since that's what we're working on. Click OK. And then we're going to select the pipe that's here. And as you can see, it completed the installation and took the pipe up the wall. Now, there's one thing wrong with this, is if you remember when we did this here, this pipe works in the hallway at 2750. So this pipe is at the 865 level. So if we were to look at this again, and look at this position here, you can see that our pipe work would be in the middle of the hallway as we're walking. If we're walking down this corridor, we'll be walking into this. So that's not really a good solution for what we want to do in this example. So we're going to just do the undo command for here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to systems, and in this plumbing and piping selection we're going to click on pipe. Diameter at 15 mil is correct. And the offset at 2750. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this here. And connect into. Now, if we zoom in on this pipe, what we're going to do is we're going to align this up with the hot here. By doing that, as you can see, we've got these blue guides. So all I did first was just click on the item to find out which side. So this hot one is this one here. It's red. It might look pink, but it's red. So all we're going to do is we're going to drag that till we get the dotted blue line, and then we're going to release it there. Now what we can use here is you connect this and do the connect into, hot water, and then the pipe here. Now when we look at it in 3D, you can see that it does the same method as what we did here. Take it across, up, and then connect it into this pipe that we've got. Now as we rotate round, you can see that that pipe is not going to be an issue for us in the corridor. This height is going to be above a ceiling, so coming out of the wall into this corridor is not going to affect anything. And there we have connecting those two up like that.